Right, doesn't want to come through the kill zone. That's cool. They're going to try to kidnap Steinberg, so we are not going to let that happen. We've lost Steinberg enough times now. And they're now coming through the kill zone as well. Fantastic. Can we get to Michael in time? I think we can. Michael seems a bit slow. Spider Bro's going across there. Titan's chasing us. Welcome back to Doomworld, you beautiful people. This episode, I think what the plan is going to be is we have a couple mechanoid ships nearby. So we have a destroyer over here, and then towards the top, I believe... oh, that's another destroyer as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go after the destroyers today, and hopefully that'll give us a whole bunch of mechanoid components. Because what the plan is, because we want to get the factory basics in this episode, and also missionary and metallics as well. Then after they are done, we will go and get ourselves a drop ship. So this should be able to carry a whole bunch of colonists and should have a decent cargo capacity as well. Then after that, we are going to go and take the Pelican. As what we've noticed is the Canary can only carry 3 people at a time and has 5,000 kilos carrying capacity, which is really good, mind you, but it doesn't mean that we can go too far or do too much. Well, we can go far, but we can't carry many people, hence not being able to do too much. So with a ship that can carry more people, we can run the Canary with it. We bring the dropship in, dropship drops everybody off, then we load up the dropship with everything that we can with the Canary, load everything into that, and with those two, we should be able to strip a lot of stuff from a map. The Blackwater risks are coming in, which is good. We want a shootout, and then we also have the Johnson Tanaka drive. So that is one of the parts of the ship done, which is going to be super important. And I think what is going to be one of the main things that we need to do this episode as well is all of this manufacturing here. We are going to need to move into kind of like a circle here. We won't move the Canary in. Well, the Canary will use it in the meantime, but we're going to put a bigger ship in, ideally the Pelican. So when the Pelican comes in, drops all of its stuff off, everything that it drops off can be processed super quickly, and then we'll move our storage down into here, which means that we can do something with our storage up here, because getting it to the ship and away from the ship and all that, at the moment that is not very efficient, so we're going to need to improve that. Okay, so this is going to be the plan for the Proto space dock at the moment. We'll have the landing pad in the middle, so it is 15 by 16. We're going to have a bunch of forges up in the top here that should be able to smelt through most of the stuff. If we find that is starting to bottleneck, we can put the forges down into the bottom here. We also have the corpse smelting facilities here, so that will overflow into this section, then it can be processed down as well. So this should get us moving quite quickly. If we use this top section, thinking about it, as purely for smelting down clothing and weapons and all of that fun stuff, and then we use the bottom here for all of the steel slag. This section over here is going to be for our storage, and then I'm thinking maybe this part here will have a little space dock for a skip or something. And that is basically what we're going to be working with for a little while, and I think that's going to be quite good for us. That's going to just speed everything up by a crazy amount. And now we have the Coalition is going to be attacking us as well, so this should be a good scrap. So we got the Blackwater risks coming in, and now we also have the Coalition. So they're not going to be too far apart, but once they come in, that is going to be a absolute giant mess of a fight, which I'm looking super forward to. Also, the electronic stone cutter table is blocking the doorway here, so we are moving it up here. Then we're going to block off this doorway, put a second one in. Blackwater risks has now arrived, and there is a lot of them. Can we go in and take them out is the question. I don't think we can fight that straight up, not in an open battle. So we are going to take Vincent Squint. Owen, what are you doing over there? You should be here. And we're going to take these four because they're good and quick. We should be able to do some lightning raids, pick some of the stragglers on the outside off, force them to attack, and then we will retreat back to our new and improved gun line. And everyone also has shields, so we can take a couple tags even from some big weapons. And I think here is a good situation to start trying to pick them off. If we can bait them to come around that corner, and then they have to come at us piecemeal, and we are just going to be able to shred them apart and deny them their numbers, ideally. Just keep moving back. How many of them are there? 75. So there's only 8 less people in this attack than when we got attacked by the tribal. So their points value is super off, which kind of makes them fairly dangerous. So we fought nearly as many tribals, but obviously the tribals didn't have power armor. Cool. Okay, looks like they're coming in. We'll move back into the kill zone, and then this is going to be a good test to see how it actually works out. Squint is going here, which is fine. Oh wait, that is not fine. That is the wrong line to be on. So we need to go along here. Yep, looks good. And save that defensive position. Everyone move in. Yeah, this is looking alright. Mister's trying to go through the door at the top, but we aren't too fussed about that. I think maybe some mini turrets in along here, just to take out these guys that are trying to run in. The slower, well, the quicker, lighter guys. And against them, our turrets are going to do really well. Okay, that is a whole bunch of plasteel we can get from smelting down their armors. We can sell their weapons for a decent amount as well, and obviously we also get all the chemicals from taking them out. So this is something that we are going to chase down and try to take out as many as we can. And occasionally the Blackwater risks do drop guys that have bionics on them. I don't think he has anything. Nope, he's just got a bunch of body parts missing. And can we catch these guys up? I think Flo and like Owen and Vincent and that should be good to get in close. Yeah, nice and quick. We might pick up Swain. He is actually really good. So he's decent at shooting, decent at melee, burning passion in plants, good with animals, artistic, medical, social, intellectual, and he has bloodlust, which is something that we are after. He does have dumb labour. That's not a massive deal. We can work with that. He's greedy, but we can sort that out. Restful, which is good, and then he has gifted, which is why his stats are so good across the board. So what we are going to do is unowned, turn this into our prison room. And I know you'll hurt Flo, but you are quick, so you're going to capture the rancher. And let's go check out Daniels. Yeah, no, Daniels can die. He's not very good. From winning that fight, we got Cargo Pod's Appeal. Yeah, buddy, a wolfskin patch shirt. That is definitely worth it. That is an incredible bit of kit. A boom rat has self-tamed. You know, we've always wanted one of those. We've been on the lookout for one of those for ages. And unfortunately we got some Frumbos, which is kind of worthless. No, I'm messing with you. That's not very good. Other than the Frumbos. Frumbo's good, but we can't really do too much with it at the moment. And then obviously the boom rat and a wolfskin shirt. Yeah, not the greatest. Okay, deconstruct that so people don't run through it, and then we'll put a reinforced wall in there. Okay, and the coalition has now arrived, and they are right on our heels after the Blackwater risks. Attacking in 3 groups. Most of our guys seem to be in okay health at the moment. So I think U6 up here, U6 along there, and U6 down here. We'll just create some gun lines, and then we should just be able to blast them apart super quickly. if we don't get in close combat, because then they'll probably win. Okay, got along here pretty quickly. Okay, cool. First group's done. Second group's trying to retreat. We'll pull you few across here. Move these guys back so we can get a better shot on them. And yeah, our guy shooting is getting pretty decent now, so they're not missing too many shots. Yeah, it's just a bad time to be anyone attacking us right now. But we can't get too complacent because we are well overdue a void raid. When that comes in, we need to be ready for that. We'll be able to deal with a lot of stuff, but a void raid is still something pretty impressive. So as they got guys that can basically just one-shot you. Psychote refining is done, so we are now going to start making flake. So flake for 4 costs half the amount as yayo. It doesn't sell for as much, but per item it's more efficient. So we're going to go with that, and that's going to make us a bunch more money. Having had a fort, I think we're going to keep these areas here, and we're going to keep them the same, because this is quite efficient for getting things from the map into here and breaking it down, instead of having to lug it through everything to get to this point. And then we'll just start making these areas a little bit more efficient. So this is going to be primarily for when the ships come in, and then that will get everything done. And then for general map usage and things like that, this is what this is going to be for. So we are looking like we are in a pretty nice situation. The research has been completed for some of the mechanoid factory parts. So we got the factory floor, factory path, automated drill, missionary saw, plasteel forge, and versatile assembler. And so what we are going to be looking to do is we're going to drop down a couple automated drills. This means that we're going to be able to kick out a bunch of granite chunks without having to use any of our colonists for drilling, and it also won't annoy the insects, so the insects aren't going to come up and attack us. The coalition is coming, but with that we are then going to be able to start being able to reinforce all of these walls. And with a little bit more research, we are going to be able to use one of the mechanoid factory plant pieces that will allow us to turn granite chunks, well, any stone chunks, into steel. That is going to be super helpful as well. The coalition has come back. I swear we only just defeated them, but not a big problem. Just means more chem fuel for us. We'll go along here. They like attacking across this bit, and then where's the last lot coming across the top? Fantastic. We'll spread out and start taking them down. What we do need to do is research guns, actually. So whilst that attack's happening, we don't have too much to worry about. If we go to autocannons, that's going to give us gun turrets. We might as well take advanced turrets. Fight's kicking off, and with those we're going to be able to put them behind the doors, and once they're behind the doors they aren't going to try and tunnel through these areas. Coalition is fleeing from what part? This part. Hunt them down. You guys up here, move along and take them out. Okay, cool. And move along to there. Sweet. I think we are doing alright. Right, actually, why don't I just select everyone and do that? Undraft everyone. We do have Schwain. He is coming along quite nicely. He's only got 13 resist remaining, and then we are going to recruit him. We will need to find some more kit, more gear, and I think whilst we are in the middle of things, let's get the canary loaded up. So we've taken pretty much everything that we can afford to get rid of. I will take the kibble, why not? This is going to take a while to load up, but that should be done. We go, drop all the stuff off, and get a couple people into the canary, and then we go pick a fight with the destroyer. Okay, ship crash opportunity. The comms console lights up with an automated distress signal sent by a spaceship. The signal includes specific coordinates but suddenly stops, followed by a distant rumbling. What may one find at the crash site? And that is dirt close. Okay. Let's go form a caravan. And trying to think who's on the SAF. Not a problem, we'll send Vincent, Squint, Steinberg, and Ninx. Cool. And they'll be on the way over to that real soon. This is the crash site. Our 4 guys have made it. And I take it that is meant to be the spaceship. And we got a decent amount of steel slag as well. So hopefully the canary fills up and then we can send that off to trade. And then come in and loot this area. So I reckon we just shoot this section here out. And I guess we're doing it again. Let's see what is waiting for us. Okay, nothing there. Vincent and Ninx, you can be in the back. You two come forward. There's got to be something. There's always like mechanals or something in these ships. Nope. But we do have some side trainers. And a psychic emanator. Right, that is not half bad. We'll wait until the SAF's ready, trade with the SAF, and then come back and pick everybody up. The Canary's taken quite a while to load, so what we've done is we've just abandoned the load, and we are just going to send flow with it, and see if we can pick up anything good. I think what we might do is we might head down to here, which is the security force, as we haven't traded with them in this playthrough, and they normally have some pretty good stuff. Let's see if they got anything that we want, or if we are selling anything that they want. This is a super good trait releaser. This will give us beautiful, and then we are also going to pick up careful shooter and cold intolerant. Not because we want the skills, but because we are going to be able to remove skills with it. We'll pick up the agricultural assistant because we do have a few farmers. We'll pick up the arm just because we can, and get rid of everything else. So they do have a nano suit, so it's made of synthread, which gives decent enough protection. It gives plus 30% to global work speed, which is good, but the skin suits we're wearing give 100%. But this also has a other bunch of goodies. So medical success chance plus 15%, medical operation speed plus 25%, medical 10 quality plus 15%, medical 10 speed plus 50%, which just by itself, if we have a designated medic, we'll bang one of these and that'll be super good. Then they also have food poison chance minus 25%, cook speed 0.3, well yeah, just 0.3, butchery speed plus 15%, melee dodge chance 0.3, and then shooting accuracy 0.2, toxic sensitivity minus 100%, move speed plus 3, which is super good, and then carrying capacity 150. So if we have someone that is just basically dumb labour, banging that onto them would not be a bad shout. Yeah, but now we see the price tag. Yeah, no, that is not worth it, even close. And lastly, I think we will sell off 4,000 chem fuel. Actually, let's make it 3,000, and we're just over. And yep, done. Awesome. Bit of a waste of a trip, so let's go to the Doom Hunter base. That is such a good name for a base. And once we've done that, we're going to fly back up and head to the crash site, because we've got to get out of the crash site pretty soon, because I think we are pretty much due an attack, and we do not want our forces split right now. They can have all of our chem fuel. We did have a look at the recruits. None of them are any good, unfortunately. Skilled trainer in crafting. We will pick up a bunch of those because we do have a lot of people going around and doing some constructing at the moment. I believe we need an extra spine because somebody had their spine busted. So we get 2 of them. And I think someone's missing an eye. And unfortunately they don't have a nose. That'd be quite useful. Or do we go for an advanced? I say we just go for one advanced bionic spine. That would be pretty helpful. Let's pick up 2 of the UAC heavy cannons. I do like the heavy assault rifle, In most cases the heavy assault rifle is better because it just fires that much quicker, but the UAC heavy cannon has better accuracy and longer range, which at the moment is something that we are just in need of, and nothing else really that we want here. And we'll send this off to the crashed ship, and what we'll do is we'll choose a location to land, which will be here, and in the meantime let's start stripping this map and getting everything ready for when the ship arrives. It doesn't need to look pretty. 50 chunks, that's cool. Claim, uninstall, then allow everything else. And is there any resources on this map that we can mine? No, and it's limestone as well, so not really any use to us. Okay, our caravan has been detected by the ancients and they are going to move in to attack us, I think within the 12 hours in this location here. Even though they will be running into Squint, Vincent, Steinberg and Nynx, so they are in for a super bad time, I would say. And I'll be interested to see what the ancients are going to bring to a fight as well, because it could be something interesting, it might not be. Then alternatively, we do have our new landing spot set up almost, so we can just go in, drop everything off, and all of this goodies is just going to get dropped basically right back in, well, smack bang into the middle of that area where we have all the processing. So there's going to be a lot less travel time. And what are these walls made of? Steel. Ah, fantastic. So remove roof and then deconstruct all of this, and we're going to rip up all of the flooring as well. That's going to be not an insane amount of resources, but it's going to be a pretty respectable amount. Flo is here as well, so we'll let Flo get on to do what she needs to do, and we'll load the group. What we'll do is we will put Nynx to fly the spaceship, and then we are just going to strip everything off the map. Okay, the Canary is loaded, worked super quick, and let's hope that the shipyard is the right size. So we're going to zoom in and see how it lands, because if it lands wrong it will just take out the wall. Coming in, landing, and bang on, it's just one too high. Fantastic, I'm happy with that. Okay, we have a trade ship. They are known as the Tactful Solution. They are a distributor of Polar's block. Okay, I can work with that. And we should just be able to shift a load of those weapons that are stuck up here at the moment. We will get another one of these trade ships and a metals trader. Oh, and they are some very good things. So we want Psychopath, who's very neurotic and will be industrious. That would actually be a insane combination. You know, I said at the start of the episode we're overdue a raid by Void. Yeah, Void is coming in the upcoming 12 hours. Right, we need to get someone straight away onto the Canary, back to the other guys, and try to get them picked up. So we'll send Wolf, because Wolf's pretty useless. He's not really adding too much to us right now. Launch craft to crash site, zoom in. And that should, hopefully, be there'll be 3 of our guys in there, so it's going to take one more trip. Accept. All of you guys are into there. Wolf, you're off draft, you're in. Launch group, back to base. We just need to land one lower is what we learned. A little bit worried about Void this time round. We got lucky last time. And I think we're going to try out those roofs. See if when they come in they actually land on the roofs and then get themselves wiped out. Can we put enough people there? Yes, we can. So everyone that is here is now... Actually, let's just put them into their defensive positions. So if Void comes in and he hits the roof, that should take a bunch of them out. Transport pods have arrived. You guys to your defensive positions other than the big bad wolf. And you are taking that spaceship once more, mate. So it seems that Wolf is our designated pilot. Launch, zoom in, and pick the last two up. Because we need everyone in, because I think Void basically gets spread out to basically try to drop on your colonists. Which is super annoying, because Void's actually hyper dangerous. Wolf, you're done. Load ship. Everyone in, accept. And all we got to do is just make sure that we can get everyone into here and that the roof's hold. Because I'm not sure if a drop pod hits and then one of the roof tiles breaks and then another drop pod can get through that tile. This is going to be interesting to find out. Okay, and you guys are 2 defensive positions as well. And we just wait out Void. Got a bit much for Vincent. He's had a mental break, so he's having a little temper tantrum, which we can deal with. Maybe Void lands on top of him. That would be quite funny. And yeah, Void should have been here by now, unless he's waiting for us to move to jump in. And that would be just about the most annoying thing possible. Okay, Void has begun his assault. Let's see where he lands. Clever cookie. So he didn't land on top of us. So Void normally lands on top of us. But he didn't this time because we had some defences set up. Issue being that Steinberg is now out in the open. So a decent chance that Void just goes and kidnaps him. We've got a Titan, we've got a Sunbro Spider Boy, and some pretty cool looking guys. So I think that's a Dust Mag there. Dust Carbine. Dust Mag, that's dangerous. That's not super dangerous. Cool, what is this? Ghost Rifle. Now why do I have a feeling that that is going to be so broken? 85% armor penetration and 80 damage. 100% accuracy to long and medium range. Yeah, that can just blow off any body part. And we got some funky lady coming in as well. Yeah, Steinberg's down. Probably bleeds out in 10 hours. That's cool. Right, doesn't want to come through the kill zone. That's cool. They're going to try to kidnap Steinberg, so we are not going to let that happen. We've lost Steinberg enough times now. And they're now coming through the kill zone as well. Fantastic. Can we get to Michael? I think we can. Michael seems a bit slow. Spider Bro's going across there. Titan's chasing us. But if we can just keep pace, we'll be fine. We're holding line pretty well here. Okay, Titan's done. Let's get in behind Void. Causing some damage down here, but nothing too crazy. Nax is going that way. Pike's running up here. We just got to make sure no one takes Steinberg. I don't think anyone else is down. Let's move up here. And did they just go and try to tunnel through the base? Yeah. Let's go check out that Wraith. That thing looks pretty beast. And they just went out there. Right. Flo bleeds out in 3 hours. Steinberg bleeds out in 9. Who else is quick? Vincent, you're pretty rapid. Rescue Flo. Actually, let's just get everyone off draft. Vincent's rescuing Flo. Awesome. And then the other guys will be going around as well. And eating. Cool. How are we looking down here? 3 hours and 12 hours. All being rescued. And we also got a bunch more of that neurotonin. Happy days. Healing, healing, healing. 6 on cargo. Yeah. Okay, so turns out it's not so easy to trick Void into doing what you want him to do. But then I guess that kind of makes it fun. Right, unfortunately we didn't get to do the Destroyer this episode. We had a bunch going on. But thank you very much for watching. I've been Konzi, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.